guys, Fulu coming to you with another commentary / video. So, in this social media age, pretty much like everything goes down in this social media age. You're almost seen as an anomaly if you don't do things that people expect you to be doing because of the social media age in which we live in. You know what I mean? We live in a crazy age as of right now. Therefore, I want to say that in this age, being normal is almost frowned upon. Having normal values is almost frowned upon. So I want to start off with a hadith. I like starting off with the hadith, with the Sahih hadiths. That is, I love starting off with Sahih hadiths because of the simple fact that, if the hadith is Sahih, that means it's like more or less going to be the facts. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, there's one hadith that I want to read, and it goes like this: An Abi Masud Akibatu Kala Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam Inna mimma adraka nasu min kalami nabuwati ida lam tashahi fa'alla ma shitta. And basically that means that Abu Masud reported that the Nailatu alayhi salatu salam said, "Verily among the words people obtain from the prophets are this: if you feel no shame, do as you wish." And so this can be broken down into things. I'm going to give the scholar's definition, and then I'm going to dive into it deeper. So basically, the scholars interpret this saying in two ways. First, that it is a command of caution and warning, meaning if there's no shame, do as you wish, for Allah will repay you accordingly. Second, that it is a command of description, meaning that whatever does not have shame will do as he wishes, for it is shame that prevents evil deeds. Now, let's look at modern Western women today. Let's look at Keisha. Let's look at Karen. Let's look at westernized Maria. Let's look at westernized Ling Ling. And they, because of feminism, they were able to do what they wanted to do. Meaning they were able to ride the carousel, able to get drunk until they pass out, able to use guys, able to do things. And the result of that, as a result of that, they're single mothers, they're bitter, and that's how Allah has repaid them, for what they did, because they were doing what they wanted to do. You know what I mean? And for the most part, they still are doing what they want to do. But let's look at like what they would call boring. Let's look at what Western women would call boring, and what a traditional man would call peaceful. What a traditional man would call tranquility. What a traditional man would call the good life. Let's go ahead and look. And then we'll compare that to what they feel is the good life and tranquility. Okay. So these are two of my favorite boxers. Two of them are family men. You know what I mean? They're family men. They run their families. But unfortunately, what happens is because how they run their families, they will actually be called boring. But let's look.
Face to face? You want the face to face?
So he's playing with his kids right now.
Кто моргнул? Не моргнул.
And you see how calm and peaceful his wife looks in the background? Look at her. All covered up, all wholesome looking. Look at her. Let's look.
Кто моргнул?
You see her?
Не моргнул. Давай еще. Все, ты проиграл.
Я не проиграла.
А вот ладно.
You see how the wife is just enjoying. You see how the wife is just playing her position though? You know, like the thing is with these Western women, they claim they want a man to lead and stuff like that, but that's BS. You know what they want a man to do? They want a man to lead with his pockets so they can just take advantage of them. You know, unfortunately, Padme in the Kill Bill movie, the one grandmaster of martial arts who the Black Mamba went to for lessons, he said it best. He's like, all you Yankee women know how to do is spend your man's money. And you know, Yankee women, it doesn't just mean Karen, it means Keisha and the rest of them as well. You know, that's what it means. So yeah. But now, let's look at the other guy. So look at his wife all happy, just being a mother. You know, look at how happy she is being a mother, right? And look at how he's the father is allowed to play his position. Look at that. Look at how happy she is. But of course, this is considered boring. You know, we have to understand that these things are considered boring, right?
Ты покушай деньги.
Бери деньги.
А дальше еще, да?
Look at how happy she was when the kid just like touched the money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm dead serious that nowadays a Western woman will not, like, to be honest, the majority of Western women don't even know how to be moms nowadays. Like, they just don't, you know. They really don't. You know what I mean? I've seen it all. I've seen, like, Western women actually letting I think I showed it on the video before, where the Western woman let her son actually dance on a stripper pole. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now let's look at the opposite and see what happens when you have no shame. So you do what you want to do. Let's look at the opposite spectrum of it.
See this right here? You probably don't know no more about it than to add bread and jelly. But let me tell you what's gonna happen. Bitch, I'm gonna get your man. I'm gonna bring him over my house. I'm gonna give him a bath.
So she didn't say get her man. She said get your man. You know, she didn't even, she basically, like, completely completely ruled out the fact of getting her own man. She just said, okay, no, I'm gonna get someone else's man. Well, let's continue.
Shower, whichever one he want. I'm gonna throw him down. My bed, I'ma cup him with that Jiffy peanut butter. I'ma suck him from head to toe. If he got dreads, I'ma pull his dreads. I'ma suck the bottom of his feet. I'ma suck his calves. I'ma suck the heel of his foot. I'ma suck between his toes. I'ma suck the back of his knees. I'ma suck the back of his thighs. I'ma suck the crease of his motherfucking ass. I'ma take that peanut butter. I'ma spit it in his ass. I'ma suck it back out of his ass. That main vein that's running through his nuts all the way up to his dick, bitch. I'ma suck all of that. I'ma nibble on them nuts. I'ma make him jump. I'ma spit that motherfucking peanut butter on his dick, bring it back out, spit it in his mouth. Reach over, suck his daddy dick, suck his partner dick, play with his brother, play with his kids, hug his mama, let him know I love. And bitch, when he come home to you, you're gonna have to take him to a motherfucking doctor to get a prescription from a psychiatrist, because all y'all gonna be fucked up. Don't fuck with me.
So there you see when you have no shame, you do what you want to do. You know, Keisha does what she wants to do. Casper Karen does what she wants to do. Malbogia Maria does what she wants to do. And, you know, that's where it stops. What I recommend, though, is if you want to, like, date a Maria or a Ling Ling, I would recommend that you go with one who still has their accent from their native countries. Do not go with one who is first generation here, or you're going to regret it, because pretty much first generation here threw out their traditional values and adopted Keisha and feminist culture, you know. Now, let's look at something else. Let's look at something else. Okay, this is Lizzo. And I hate to show this, but you know, I'm gonna show it. This is Lizzo, but oh man, this is what happens when you do what you want to do. Let me see.
Because we're not.
Okay. Let me see.
Single guys, like.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Sorry it's taking so long.
Because we're not. Tasha says, so we should fight to stop them. Then we.
This incredible device removes 50 times more earwax than cotton swabs and lasts a lifetime. The
Like tonight, we're gonna talk. We're ready to criticize.
There's no picture. Well, we all know Lizzo, and since she has no shame, right? You know, she actually posted a picture of her butt on Instagram, of her rear end and her posterior. But what I'm looking for, though, is I'm looking for the thigh picture. You know, I'm looking for the thigh picture of what's going on.
Fight to stop them.
I don't know if he has it though.
50. You're saying, well, that on a regular basis.
I don't know if he has that picture. Yeah, I think they took it down, but let me Google it. Okay, let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna look for it real quick and then I'll move on to what I wanted to move on. Yeah, it looks like people took it down. I guess let me try to find it, bro. Yeah, I guess they took the picture down, and what it was is it had Lizzo, you know, in a provocative position, and you know, you just saw everything. It looked gross, okay? It looked disgusting. It looked like a damn charcoal down there, okay? It was not cool at all. Like, she even said, y'all want fat women to accept the bare minimum. Okay, I think this is it.
What, nobody don't...
Nah, this isn't it either. But dang it. Yeah, man, this is what it's come to, though. Is that when we I'm gonna be honest, a quiet, modest, relaxed woman who all she does is like she wants to, like, you know, play her position, you know, raise her family, you know, just be on her husband's program. She's looked at as boring. You know, I remember I was in Santa Monica and you know, I met like a Russian couple, and the guy was a little bit older, and then the woman, I guess you can say she was mid-aged woman, but he had on just his sweats and his t-shirt, and he was just chill guy. He was just chill, but his wife was all dolled out and stuff like that, but she let him run the program. That's the whole thing. A lot of times, I mean, when we were talking with one another, his wife was respectful enough to just let us talk. But instead, you have the complete opposite with these women, and with the Western woman, and she has to be involved in everything that the husband is doing, no matter what it is, even if with the people he's talking to, you know. But let's look at what happens when you have no shame and you're able to do what you want to do. You know. Let's look. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's look here real quick.
I never know the answer. Keep wanting him to let me eat his ass in different positions, but he doesn't like feeling feminine, so he won't like bend over.
And this is from the No Jumper podcast dude. And, you know, I always kind of lightweight thought he was a kind of culture vulture anyway. You know what I mean? I kind of lightweight thought he kind of like, you know what I mean, kind of like capitalized off of like, I guess you can say Keisha culture, Keisha Pookie Ray Ray culture. But let's continue.
Keep wanting him to let me eat his ass in different positions, but he doesn't like feeling feminine, so he won't like bend over.
So even okay, let's just say that even if you're into that kind of stuff, let's just say you're into that kind of stuff, right? Does it really need to be broadcast so everybody else can know? Do you really need to tell everybody else that this is what you guys like? This is what you're into? Please let me know.
But like that's better.
The best way to get into it is you're just getting some head, she's getting it real sloppy. The spit is dripping down so she can't taste the fecal matter on your butthole, and then slowly your legs just kind of go up. It just gets deeper in there, you know?
I'm gonna be honest, most people, I don't know, most people sense that I'm part of the special forces, like that I'm part of the traditional African Muslim man special forces. And although we're few and far between in this side of the hemisphere, I think people recognize our energy, you know what I mean? And they hate the energy because the energy is basically, we're not going to take none of this Western BS, you know. But let's continue. Now, I don't know what this guy is trying to do, but it looks like he's trying to break into a car or something like that.
Bye, I love you. See you, brah.
So this is her kids.
Well, don't forget.
Those are her kids actually slapping her butt. And they actually filmed this. Wow.
Forget about your sister, boys. I think she's in the laundry room, stuck in the dryer. Yikes.
Why did you start doing porn?
I never know the answer to that question.
Really?
I just one day I think I was 14.
She just wanted a quick come up that didn't involve having to think, having to actually. When you look at all the men or all the inventors and stuff like that, when you look at people who have done things in this world, most of them are men. I'm just gonna be honest, you know. Be honest. So with that being said, I guess there's no reason to be surprised that her saying these kind of like outlandish things. You know, I don't think I don't know why. Yeah, there's no reason to really. She won't say. The thing is, she will not say the reason why, because the reason why would give her away. That's why, you know. Well, let's continue.
And I just got the idea, and I was like, I'm gonna do that.
No way. But surely you were.
How's that possible?
Weren't you conscious of what people would think of it? You happened to come out successful.
I feel like I knew that I was going to be, though. Just at 14, I was just like, you're gonna be the #1 porn star. Do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Stages of a relationship.
Babe, does this look okay?
Honey, that looks. Where's your supervisor?
O-M-A-S. There.
All right, you're dismissed, Thomas.
Okay, so here's the thing. about when you let people do what they want to do. And I always kind of like felt like a lot of times when women entered the police force, it was to show who had the bigger eggplant between her and men. And I also believe the fact that like when men entered the police force, it was because of like them being bullied and things like that, but also the potential and possibility of getting at women there as well, you know, from working their way up to a higher authority, basically, you know.
Dismissed.
I'm not.
You're welcome. You look absolutely gorgeous. You're welcome for opening the door for you.
Did I ask you to open the fucking door? No.
No.
Okay then. You're not welcome.
So you do what you want to do and you act how you want to act, where the reverse, she even like compliment him, say thank you or anything like that to him. She simply expected these things. And so when you don't have no shame, you also have no you also usually have a sense of entitlement that comes with having no shame too. So what happened is, you know, again, a lot of times like conflicts revolve around two things, a few things, I should say: territory, ideology, riches or potential for riches in untapped like resource rich areas. But the main one is over a woman, unfortunately, and usually a woman gaslights it. So what happened here is a woman was probably gaslighting something, a situation. Then some dudes decided to fight over the situation. Now you see the woman trying to get in the middle of the situation for something that she 9 out of 10 times probably started.
Do you find my mom attractive?
Yes.
No hesitation.
I mean, why would I hesitate? She's gorgeous. I mean, she gave birth to you, and I find you incredibly attractive. So, like, it's only kind of natural that I find her attractive as well.
I'm gonna tell her you said that.
I'll tell her I said that. Yeah. FaceTime mom-in-law.
No, you're not.
Hi, beautiful. Just wanted to let you know I find you incredibly attractive.
What do you want?
I don't want anything. I just wanted to say you look beautiful.
Thank you. You look hot. Oh my god.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
The thing is when you have no shame, you know, again, you do what you want to do, as the hadith says. We'll look at one more and then end it on that.
What SAT score got you in here?
1420.
I had a 2.9 in high school, and I didn't take the SAT or the ACT.
If you were to become a millionaire, what would it be from? Oh my god. So I'm on a blind. It's really nice.
What a fucking queen. Yeah, that's the dream. Yeah, not being high school.
And I like fulfilling fantasies. Like they
spread.
Fuck me, and he's in high school.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
like
dream. Yeah, not being high school.
And
But, like,
I like fulfilling fantasies. Like I fantasize. Like I like fantasy movies. I live in my own like dream world. So if I
Agreed.
can fulfill somebody's fantasy like that, it makes me feel so good. And like they come so hard and they're so grateful. And like it doesn't last long. And like it's really nice.
what a fucking queen. What a nice human. What a nice human.
Relax. What is the sexiest car a guy can drive?
A Toyota 4Runner. I'm gonna go with a Toyota 4Runner. A 4Runner. Honestly, a 4Runner. 4Runner for sure.
4Runner.
Why? Oh, a 4Runner. This of the color.
So the thing is, you have to understand something. You have to understand something. They're all talking about Chad, right? They're all referring to Chad. All of the women, because they have no shame and because they may not want to look elsewhere for a guy besides looking for Chad, are talking about the same guy, as the guy said.
The sluttiest thing I've ever done. I this one guy one night and then his best friend the other night. Bye.
God.
So I've never used a vibrator. Ever.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Ever?
No.
Even with Graham?
Mm-mm.
Ever?
Mm-mm.
Ever?
Not one time. I wouldn't even know how to.
Oh my god, my vibrator is my best friend. I use it almost every day.
No idea.
Okay, now here's the thing about that too. A lot of times when women do use toys and stuff like that, when the real thing comes, like the real thing, basically, you have to you probably have to do, I hate to say it, and I'm trying to keep it PG, you have to do twice, like maybe twice or 3 times, or maybe even, I dare to say even 5 times the work of that vibrator or that other toy, because it's already been like, you know what I mean, it's you know what I mean, like the damage is done, you know.
What's the most unattractive guy name?
Probably Michael.
Michael, why?
Well, it's a lame name. Michaels are ugly as fuck, and they're assholes. So, there you
I'm
go.
an asshole?
No. What's
My
your
name is Michael.
I'm sorry.
Or Karen. So basically, I think she just ghosted this dude on the date. He went to the bathroom and she left, basically.
Have a name, or should I just call you mine?
Call you what?
Should I just call you mine?
Mine?
Yeah, do you have a name, or like should I?
I do have a name, but why are you saying that?
Because I think you're cute.
You do?
If you were a fruit, you'd be a fine apple.
I'm way too old for you.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I do have a name. It's Eric.
Eric?
Eric.
Eric, Liv.
Hi, Liz.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Is he with you?
I don't know who this guy is.
Oh, okay. On a scale of 1 to America, how free are you tonight?
We gotta go.
How free am I tonight?
Not free at all.
No shame, you know.
And most of you men, you guys have to learn something. If you ain't sleeping or dating or messing with...
So, you know, you guys get the picture. You know, Keisha, Karen, Malbogia Maria, Licentious Ling Ling, who were raised and born in this country, they have no shame. So don't waste your time. You know, the problem is with like families who come from traditional backgrounds is Keisha and Karen gets a hold of them and then just turns them out. You know, what I recommend is you do this. You get you one of these. You make a bucket list of where you want to go, and then you just go there, bro. And if your intention is to like find yourself, you know, that traditional wholesome woman that you want, then so be it. You find it. Now, for me, I'm not going to say too much. I'd rather let my actions speak. But, you know, since I'm a man of polygamous values, inshallah, by the mercy and grace of the mercy and the grace and the bounty of Allah, you know, of course, I'll marry a Fulbe woman from my tribe. But also, you know, I think it would benefit me to marry also a Central Asian woman from Kyrgyzstan, from Kazakhstan, from Uzbekistan, from Tajikistan, or from Turkmenistan. You know, my cousin, he just got married to a Kazakhstan woman, and he was elated, and she was elated to have him, you know. So much so that, you know, he was crying to me on FaceTime about how well his wife was treating him, you know. But anyhow, make sure, let this be a reminder to you though, don't be one of the people who have no shame, you know. Don't simps have no shame either. That's the thing. That's why they simp. You know what I mean? So just don't be any of the above. I hate to say that everything that the West does or the West push, you kind of have to be opposite of that. You know, you have to utilize the tools that the West has, but just not be of the West. But anyhow, that's all I got. Fula signing out. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments. Unjarama.